Look, yeah, there's been a couple over the years. I mean, it's at the end of the day when you're in the water and you've had an amazing wave and the commentator shouts out a perfect 10 and you hear the entire beach and all the South Africans screaming. So that to me, you know, that moment of the crowd literally rejoicing with you in the water has always been a standout for me.
My favourite sort of day of the contest was the final day of the Billabong Pro 2006 when Geordie got third as a wild card when he was only 18 and Fanning beat Slater in the final, and yeah, Fanning and Geordie were always my favourites.
Last year with the heat between Ockie and Curran, I haven't seen those two go in the water, you know, since my career started. So to see them surf was awesome, and you know, I was really stoked. I was you know, front row and definitely paying attention. So I hope to see another matchup this year.
Definitely watching the event last year with all that sand out at Super. So yeah, with all those big barrels and all the 10-point rides, yeah.
Round 2 last year, there's no one moment. The banks were perfect, the waves were perfect. I've never seen so many perfect rides in my life. It was absolutely phenomenal.
My favourite Billabong Pro J-Bay moment was probably serving against Munga Barry, Ockie Lupo, around about 94. Great conditions, about 4 to 6 feet. The guys I've idolised my whole life, and just to surf for those guys then, as a kid, was awesome.
My favourite Billabong Pro moment? Probably a few years ago, me and Trent Munro were in a heat, first heat together, and a big school of dolphins come through, and it was pretty radical. And I got the first wave of the set. I hassled him for the first wave of the set, and then he got the second wave, and there was a photo of me doing a turn and him doing like a turn out the back, and both waves together. And in his wave was about a 12-foot shark. All around the dolphins was this massive shark. They were all just, you know, chasing whatever it was together. And the guy came and showed me the next year. He's like, "I've got this photo of you, I've got this photo of you." And you could just see my arm in the photo, my head in the photo, and it was him in the background of this shark too. You know, it was full on, you couldn't miss it.
So my favourite Billabong Pro moment in J-Bay was probably when Parko won as a wild card in '99 at a tender age of 19.
One of my favourite moments at the Billabong was another Bruce Irons. I think he had just been pipped at the post by some Hawaiian, and he just caught a wave after the heat was over, and he came off the bottom and he shot straight up into the air, and we laughed. But then we didn't laugh so hard because he came down and carried on surfing. And I'm not known for new school maneuvers, but we thought that was classic.
I'd have to say my favourite Billabong Pro moment of all time. It's just really watching Sean Holmes' performance each year. And I'd say last year was a highlight for me, for him reaching the quarters.
I think my favourite Billabong Pro moment of all time is definitely when Kelly pulled it out the bag in the last 30 seconds against Andy Irons.
Well, the 2005 Billabong had to be the best one of all time. It was the Andy Irons and the Kelly Slater show, and it was, we got to the final. Here we got two of the greatest surfers at the time, surfing super tubes, 6 to 8 foot faces, guys are going off. Andy leaves the water, he's winning, he's got the heat, he's got the final. 30 seconds left, what happens? It's the Kelly Karma thing again. Kelly does the best off the bottom, off the tops of the whole contest. Certainly 2005 was phenomenal.